let's have a look at good bullish breakout setups. It's good time to have a look at them because that's how you can learn much better. So what is it that you should be looking at in a good breakout, bullish breakout, whether it is a dollar breakout or whether it's a 4% breakout, is basically the acronym 3 Lynch, 3 LYNCH. And what does that stand for? 3 Lynch. The first thing is the stock should not be up 3 days in a row. That's the first condition, because if a stock is up 3 days in a row, the move has already started 3 days ago. So if you're going to be buying a swing, you should be buying at the start of the swing. So 3 Lynch, 3 not up 3 days in a row. L stands for linearity of prior move. What you're looking for is a prior move. Say, let's look at, say, let's take an example of today's one of the breakouts which I bought, SSW. Now this is the prior move. The prior move was very linear in the sense it was like a stock went up without much of a correction. So that was like very linear move. The next is young trend. Young trend means like in a trend which is not very extended. You don't want to buy a breakout in something which is way extended. I think a tandem might be an example of a very well extended stock. Like say this, if you bought a breakout here, it was very extended. Like stock has been going up for a so long period of time. So try and find first to a third breakout when a stock breaks out from a consolidation. That is lower risk. As the stock moves further away, the risk increases. And N, so in the 3 Lynch, we looked at 3 LYNCH. The next is N, no more than 4% breakdown in consolidation. You don't want too many breakdowns in consolidation. C, consolidation or pullback is shallow, orderly, and compact with narrow range bars and low volume. That's for C. And H closes near the top of the high of the day. So those are the things. So those are the conditions. So what we are going to do is we are going to do the same thing that I showed intraday, copy all these symbols into a bullish working watch list. Obviously I do this during the day and I buy, as you've seen, I already bought 2 breakouts today, bullish working watch list and also the low threshold breakout bullish. So all these are going now into one working watch list. That way you're not repeating efforts. So now you have 173 stocks which we need to go through and see if any one of them meets the 3 Lynch condition. Now this stock did meet that condition here. It had this down move today and then it like and again reversed. Didn't close near the high. So GBT again, this is a reversal from a bottoming kind of a setup. So we look for our 3 Lynch kind of a setup, because that's the setup which has a higher probability of working. Now here you have a IPO. See here, this 3 days consolidation, very orderly consolidation, and it is breaking out. Didn't close near the high, but like that's an IPO. So that's a good setup. Okay. Now here, like this is breaking out of this consolidation, but the consolidation is a little bit choppy. It didn't close near the high. I would still put this in a watch list as of now. I didn't buy this for that reason, but like that can still work. Even like the stock is up 2 days in a row. See, this was like 3% move. So again, stock didn't close near the high. Many breakouts which look good in the morning, by the end of the day, were not closing near the high or they had faded. So this is a breakout which looks good. See, this is the first leg, sideways move, orderly sideways move. Yes, they were like 4% breakdown, but they were like months ago, or at least a month ago. And now it's breaking out of this consolidation. So that's a nice setup. Closed near the high, really closed at the highest the highest price. So that's See, many of these stocks, they ended up giving up their intraday gains. Like even this stock at that stage looked very nice. Taco. Now this is a nice 2 days of consolidation from which actually this breakout was a much better breakout on this one. But if you want to buy, this can still be a breakout worth considering. Okay. So LFE, and this is the second breakout which I brought again. Look at it like in a very orderly series of narrow range day. Volume was high, closed near the high, so float is 13.8 million. So that's a good setup. See this RDNT. This is a low threshold breakout, so 2% breakout basically, and you see like, and it's a nice thing. You see first leg was orderly. This is like in the last 2-3 days pullback, and stock is breaking out. It was relatively near high considering how the market conditions were today. Now this is another breakout which is good. Like see, this is very orderly move, went sideways for almost a month, and now breaking out. Little bit fading happened, but that is understandable considering the market conditions. Some of these are lower price stocks. So this is the process by which you can find breakouts, and see a lot of stocks are setting up actually once this correction gets over. So if you look at like all these stocks which we identified, APTX, which is a IPO breakout, which is up 11%. Diamond Offshore Drilling, this is like breaking out of a longer term consolidation here. Like if you look at on a weekly chart from this particular thing, volume wasn't really on a weekly, doesn't show, but on a daily it did show high volume. So this is possibility. It's a little bit choppy for my taste, so I would like let it go. And this is what I looked at. I looked at all these 6 or 7 setups, and I bought SSW because that looked very nice to me. Taco is another one, LFVN, which is a nice setup. RDNT, again this looks nice to me. See, first leg very orderly, not up 3 days in a row. Then relatively young trend. It is young trend, and there is no 4% breakdown during this consolidation. Consolidation was orderly and closing near the high, so that's also a good setup. And TGA is another one, just faded a little bit, but like see here, very orderly. So this is the choice which you have. When you have a choice like this, you can always like select the one which has the lowest float, or depending on your size of the account, or the one which has the highest price, or which is not up much. So all those factors, or whichever has volume more. But if you have a smaller account, I would say always go buy something which has a lower float. So you have good candidates today: APTX, Diamond Offshore, SSW, TACO, LFVN, RDNet, and TGA. And if you're active trader, if you're full-time trader, you should do this analysis multiple times during the day and enter as soon as you find a good setup, provided the market conditions are good. There are a lot many more good setup in the morning, but they faded because we know for a fact that the market conditions are not very good. But still, I found that these 2 setups are good setups, and I got in. So this is the bullish part of the equation, and in the next video I'll look at the bearish part of this same equation.